Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you for clicking on this December Pick a Card reading. So this reading is going to be all about your December, okay? So what's going to be happening in this month for you. So in order for you to find out, all you need to do is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And you'll also find a link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that's where you'll find all the information. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi Group 1! Okay, so let's take a look into your December reading and what's going to be happening for you. Okay, let's take a look. I've got this beautiful new Christmas deck. Look how gorgeous and green the edges are. I just love this deck. It's called Seasons of the Witch. Got it from Amazon if anybody's interested. Okay, so I may actually, I bought these gloves because I thought that they were something a bit fun, but I am struggling to shuffle with them, so just going to take these off. Okay, let's take a look for you. So your December, what is going to be happening for you? What is going to be happening this month for you? Okay, so we have candle magic. Finger the spine and caress thy lips. Light the spell spilling from your grip. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting here with this candle energy is that there's going to be some sort of awakening here for you during this December. Okay, I feel like you may get some communication from somebody, maybe some unexpected communication. But I also feel like this is like a dream coming true. So it may be like you wished on a candle. Maybe you've actually done some form of candle magic, okay? And now your wishes from that are coming true. Okay, so let's get some more information here. And then we've got wreath. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. And it's interesting that both of these cards are showing circles here. Okay, so yeah, there is some new cycle I feel like is beginning for you. Okay, so this could be a new relationship that you are beginning. This could be the renewal of a relationship. But this could also be a new job, okay? Or maybe even the renewal of a job. And maybe you had to wait a bit longer to begin this in some way, but yeah, I feel like, wow, as well. And then we've got star. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark. A shimmer of what is coming next. So yes, again, this makes me feel like this is you wishing upon a star and it coming true. So maybe you've spent some time stargazing up until December. And yeah, it just feels like, I know it's the festive season, but it really feels like you're going to get super festive and enjoying this period of time, okay? I really love to see this for you because I sense that maybe leading up to this December period, it's been quite challenging for you. You've had a lot that you've had to contend with. I feel like you've had a lot of balls up in the air, a lot of responsibilities, maybe a lot of work to do, or a lot of people to meet up with, or a lot of cleaning to do even, or a lot of things booked in your social calendar. And it's not to say that this is going to be an easy month either, but I do feel this is you getting rewarded, okay, for everything that's been happening, everything that you've been doing, okay? So I feel like this is also you following your intuition here, okay? You're going to follow the light, follow the star. You're going to choose the path of least resistance. And I do feel whatever this new beginning is, it's something that's going to last a very long time, okay? Because it makes me think about the circle being the symbol of eternity. Okay, there is no end nor no beginning to the circle, okay? So I feel like this is definitely some form of cycle that will continue for quite a long time. So if you enter into a relationship during this time, or you start a new job during this time, or you move into a new home during this time, it's definitely something that's going to feel more permanent. Okay, now of course nothing in life is ever totally permanent, but I feel like it will be something long lasting. So here we've got the crown chakra. Okay, and with it being in reverse, I feel like, again, this is you maybe feeling your guidance was blocked up until this point. Okay, that you were struggling to follow the guidance of above, the guidance of the universe, the guidance of God, whoever you turn to in your darkest moments, whoever you choose to believe in. So I feel like this is going to be quite poignant for you, and I feel like this is actually a message of advice for you to connect with your spirit guides, with your angels, with the universe, with God, because they will help to guide and light up your way. Okay, like the North Star helped to lead Jesus. Okay, or wait, did the North Star help to help to lead Mary and Joseph to finding the inn? Is this correct? Oh, it's been a long time since I've read that story, but please correct me if I'm wrong on that. But either way, the point is accurate in terms of let the star guide you, let the light, let the information that comes out help you to make this decision. Okay, especially if something does come up for you and you're wondering, should I enter this? Should I go down this path? Okay. Now, I also feel like you may be drawn to the color pink during this month. So you may be wearing the color pink a lot. It's very similar to the color I'm wearing right now. Okay, this beautiful kind of fuchsia hot pink, which also connects to the heart chakra as well as the crown. So yeah, you may feel drawn to this color. Maybe you want to decorate in this color, or maybe you're even given a gift in this color. Okay, and then we've got awaiting results. So yeah, I feel like this is you being able to take some time off. Again, because I feel like you've been working so incredibly hard leading up to this holiday period. So naturally you're going to be able to take some rest, maybe take some time off, obviously spending some time with family or with friends, or just being able to say, you know what, I'm not working today. I'm going to put my feet up. I'm going to listen to some music or watch a Christmas movie or do something festive that makes me feel in a positive way, okay? Because we need to have ultimate balance, don't we, in life? Where we do work hard, where we work towards our goals, and then it's time to rest and recuperate. So I do feel, yes, it's not going to be a whole month of just resting, but I certainly feel by the end of the month, you're going to be able to, again, put your feet up, relax, rest your heart, rest your soul, and rest your body, okay? And I also feel like you're going to release the energy of expectation this month, okay? I feel like you're going to not be so focused on what's going to happen, especially if you feel like you've had a lot of anxiety about the future and what it's going to bring. But I feel like this month you're going to be surrendering and saying, you know what will be, will be. Okay, if this is meant for me, it will be for me. If it isn't, I release it, I let it go. Okay, so then we have the energy of reach out. Now it is in reverse, which is interesting. So I feel like you may stop yourself from reaching out to certain people during this time. Maybe you feel a calling to do so, but I feel like you will actually hold yourself back. Now, this may also be because someone else is going to reach out to you first, and we are going through Mercury retrograde right now. So it may be the energy of Mercury retrograde is bringing people back in, but also bringing up the idea of connecting with people from your past. But I just feel like you're going to have a level of restraint this December period. I don't feel like you're going to be the one that actively seeks out or initiates that contact. I feel like you're going to wait. Okay, and I don't feel like you're going to react impulsively here. I feel like you're definitely going to take your time. Okay, maybe even you might get this impulsive hit where you're like, oh, I really want to reach out to this person. And then your intuition tells you, wait, sleep on it. Give yourself a little bit more time before you rush into this. Okay, so I feel like you're definitely going to take things a lot more slowly over this period. Okay, then we've got regeneration. Okay, which is the energy of endings that lead into new beginnings. And I feel like this is your energy starting to restore here. And I'm really drawn in by all these beautiful blue flowers. So I really do feel communication is going to be strong. And I feel like in the way that you hold back, it will actually bring in more of this communication to you, which is interesting to me, because it's almost like there's that part of you that feels like, even at times like that desperation, I need to reach out, I need to get some understanding, or I need closure, or I just need to hear from somebody. But during this time, I feel like you're just going to go, you're just going to take a load off, breathe a sigh of relief, and feel like you have been able to close out a chapter. You're closing out the old because you are welcoming in the new. Okay, again, what you're welcoming in this month is something that is going to last. This is not something fleeting. This is not something temporary. This is something that is going to stand the test of time. Okay, so I want to get more information about what this new cycle really is for you. Now, again, it could be very different for a lot of you, but there will be an overarching theme that comes through. So here we've got unfinished symphony. So there's definitely someone from your past coming back, okay, during this time. Now, you may not want to hear from them. I appreciate. You may be like, I'm done. I don't want to hear from them. I'm trying to move on. And you don't have to do anything. You may decide, I'm not going to respond. That could be you deciding not to reach back to a person, not to reply to a person. So you may decide, yeah, I don't want to hear from them, or I don't want to deal with them during this time. I want to focus on all things positive, or I want to focus on the now and moving forwards. I don't want to focus on the past, okay? But it is like this unfinished business is rising to the surface here, okay? I really feel that there is somebody coming back in. So again, it's your free will, what you choose to do when this person comes back in. But I feel like, yeah, it's interesting because you are going to be, a fork in the road. At first, when they come back in, you are going to be a little confused. You'll be like, what do I do? Do I reach out? Do I reply? Or if I reply, what do I say? And again, I feel like your advice is to sleep on it. If you rush to reply, you may regret what you end up saying. So I feel like, especially if this person has taken a long time to reach out to you, don't feel the sense of urgency that you need to get back to them quickly. Okay, they took long enough to get back to you, so you can take your sweet ass time to get back to them. Okay, but it's not to say that you're not going to be confused, or you're not going to feel like questioning yourself whether you should or you shouldn't. Okay, that is natural for you to be wondering what you should do. But the longer you take, I feel like the more clear of a decision you're going to make, and the happier with the end result you will be in the end, group number one. Okay. Oh my God. And then we've got happy. So I feel like you're going to be extremely happy and joyous with what you choose to do here. Okay, this is going to be a really happy month because I feel like you've wanted this person to come back in. You've wanted a new cycle to begin. You've wanted these new opportunities. You've wanted clarity. And it's all happening this month for you. You are going to receive it, which is going to make you feel so much better. Okay, because maybe for some of you, it's like, I just want them to come back in so I get closure so I can close that door. And for some of you, maybe you do want a reconciliation. And so that's definitely a strong possibility here. If it's something you want, okay, if you want to get back together with this person, you will have the opportunity to do so. If you want to move on and let them go, you also have that opportunity, okay? But remember, whatever you choose to do is going to have a long-lasting impact. Hence why you are being guided to take your time, okay? Even if it takes a couple of weeks, even if it takes the whole month, and you decide at the end of the month that this is what you're going to do, that's fine. Don't feel any outside pressure. Don't be influenced by what anybody else wants from you, okay? This is your life to navigate it exactly the way that you want it, okay? So as I said, communication is going to be a big theme here, and I really feel like you're going to feel on top of the world with these results, okay? Again, I feel like this is something you have wished for, something that you longed for quite a long time, way before this December period has begun. Okay, So, oh my God, look, then we've got retrograde review. And of course, as I was saying, we are in retrograde during this time. So, yeah, retrograde brings back people from the past. It brings back opportunities from the past, unfinished business. But this is the important thing with retrograde is to review it. And you can't review it if you rush into it, if you don't relook at things. Okay, so that is your message of guidance here, is to take your time to review the information that comes to light, or this communication that comes to you. Now, I'm really drawn in by the number 15 here and the number 10. So it could be between the 10th and the 15th that this information comes in. Okay, it could even be like 10 a.m. or p.m. or 3 p.m. in the afternoon would be 15 in military time. Okay, so that could be, particular time frames as to when this is going to happen. But retrograde, it's not just about exes returning. It's also connected to technology and to travel. So sometimes it can cause travel disruptions. It can cause technology to be a bit haywire. It can cause the postal service to be a bit slow, or it might mean that you need to redo things. Okay, like say you try to do something, it doesn't quite work out the first time, so this is the chance to start again. That's why it can be a good time for situations to work out in love. If you've tried it with a person before and it didn't work out, it's not to say that it always will, okay, but if it's as good a time as any, if you're wanting to re-spark something, if you're wanting to give something another go, again, whatever that relates to, whether it's love, whether it's career, whether it's your paperwork, whether it's travel, whether it's technology, say even if you've got a piece of technology and you've been struggling to do something and you're like, how do I do this? Retrograde is a fantastic time to try to do that, okay, to figure out those details that you were struggling to figure out before. Okay, so a lot of people get afraid of retrograde or think, oh no, it's just going to be, a nightmare all over the place. But it's actually that perfect opportunity to go back over things, to regenerate things, to start again. You may even notice more than one person coming back into your life during this time. So be open to all of the possibilities, group one. Then we have progressions, journey. Okay, so you may actually be taking a trip. So whether maybe you're going to see family over the festive period, okay, if they live further away, or maybe you're going to take a trip somewhere, okay, a nice little holiday, a nice break, a getaway somewhere. That could be what this is representing for you, okay? But I also feel like this connects back to this cycle, this new circle here that's coming through for you to progress, okay? So for a lot of you, I'm getting some career progression here. I'm definitely seeing like a step up. So maybe you get promoted, maybe you get a Christmas bonus, or maybe you have an influx of new clients, or you elevate in your career in some way, okay? Maybe you even get some new ideas from this retrograded energy that helps you to transform your career in the next year. Okay, but I also feel in reference to your relationships, there's a relationship transformation happening here, relationship progression. So maybe if you're single right now, it may be that you end up in a relationship. Okay, or if you're in a relationship, you may end up engaged, or you may end up married or moving in with somebody. Okay, there's definitely you climbing the ladder here, making these positive progressions in your life. It's so lovely to see for you. Okay, so let's just get some final messages. And see, what does the month of December have in store for you, group number one? What does the month of December have in store for you? Okay, so we have envy in reverse. Okay, so if you are feeling envious of other people or comparing your situation to other people previous to this month, I feel like you're going to be letting that go. I feel like you're going to be coming from this open heart space, this place of real unconditional love. And I actually feel like you may cause some other people to feel envious of your situation. So maybe protect yourself during this time. Like if you've got an evil eye, or you've got a hematite crystal or a black obsidian, something that you can, keep close to you to protect yourself, okay, from, people's, envious or jealous attitudes towards you. Or maybe this just means being private, maybe not sharing everything that you're going through, okay, which this is the thing, it's not everybody's business what you're getting up to. It's up to you what you choose to share in reference to what's happening in this December period, okay? But yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be some people talking because they're going to see how things are just getting better and better for you, and they're not all going to be happy about it. Now, you could also just imagine yourself in a protective bubble, and any negative energy that people send towards you, even if that's just, their envious thoughts. They may not be intentionally trying to send you negative energy, but they could be doing that inadvertently with the negative thoughts they're having. So just imagine their thoughts or their intentions or any negative energy bounces back off that bubble. If you want to, you can say return to sender, or if you just want it to be released into the ethers, then you can do that too, okay? And then we have indecision in reverse. So that's interesting as well. I'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, and then we've got Goddess of the Moon. Let's just get one more card here, please, Spirit. One more card. Daughter Spirit, beautiful. And even woman holding a heart on the bottom of the deck here, which again really makes perfect sense, okay? Because this is the space I feel like you're coming from, is this beautiful open heart, okay? I feel like you've really been working on your sense of self-love. You've really been working on your heart chakra activation. Maybe you've been forgiving other people. This could be a time or a period of forgiveness that you're going through. Christmas or the holiday season is a fantastic time to, work on your forgiveness in that way. So, that could be something that you feel you need to do. And that's one of the best ways to heal the heart chakra. Okay, and you may not see the benefits straight away, but the thing is, when you're able to openly forgive others and forgive yourself, you put out this positive vibration that becomes so magnetic and attractive to other people, especially other people on this positive vibration the same as you are. Because naturally you want to attract positive people into your life, and you may be attracting all sorts of different people during this time. But I feel like you're going to be very, very strong, definitely by the end period, the last 2 weeks of this December period. You may be a little bit more indecisive in the beginning. You may struggle to follow your intuition for the first couple of weeks, okay, with this Goddess of the Moon being there in reverse, that crown chakra being reversed. I would definitely focus on meditation if you can. Okay, I feel like this is definitely going to help you to align so you can trust your gut instinct, so you can trust your intuition to make the best decisions for you. Okay, so that's just something to think about. Okay, meditation is one of the best ways you can help to clear the third eye. But just know it won't last for long. If you do feel like you've got some blocks or maybe some tension, headaches, this may even be residual energy from all of the stress you've been under lately, all of the pressure, all of the responsibilities, all of the work. So it may kind of just all have been built up in your head, and then it's time to start dissipating as you work through the rest of the month. And like I said, when you get to the second part of this December, you're going to be much, much clearer. Okay, anything that you were confused by, you won't be anymore. Okay, you'll be like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to reply to. Or I'm going to ignore this person. I'm going to speak to this person. Or I'm going to say this and I'm not going to say this. Okay. Or I'm going to move forwards with this. I'm going to cut this out. It's going to be quite almost cutthroat, I feel like. Okay. You're not going to be taking any crap from anybody. You're not going to be allowing yourself to get swept away in any emotions or false promises. You're going to be very straight to the point. And this is what is really right for you, okay? This daughter spirit is letting you know that, group one, that you are on the right path, and your spirit guides, your angels are guiding you, okay? They're always with you, but especially during this period, it seems to be heightened, okay? I think especially because of all these people, and specifically one person you've had some really deep history with that's coming back in, and so they really want you to be careful here. Again, not to say that this person is negative or bad for you, only you can really discern that. Again, it'll be individual for all of you. Again, for some of you, you may think, I don't want to let this person back into my life. For others of you, you may see, let's give this another chance. Okay, but your spirit guides will help you to make that decision. And you can call upon them too and say, look, please help me to make this decision. And again, you're not necessarily going to get the answer straight away. It may take a few days, it may take a couple of weeks. But remember, do not pressurize yourself. Do not let anybody else pressure you. Allow yourself to make the decisions when you feel the time is right. Trust in your intuition because it won't steer you wrong. So this is what I see for your December period, group number 1. I really do hope that it resonates with you. If it does, I would love to hear your comments. So please comment a red emoji or anything else you wish to share. And liking the video and subscribing to my channel really does show your energetic support. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day and a lovely festive season. Take good care. Hi group 2. So let's take a look at what the month of December has in store for you. Okay. So what does the month of December have in store for you? What is going to be happening? Okay, so we've got turning inward. Inside the veil of bone and flesh, I lay my soul to sleep. All the truths within thy breath have come to greet me. Okay, it's quite an ominous looking card, isn't it? But I feel like the message is very pure in its nature because I feel like you are going to spend some time in self-reflection. Okay, this is you turning inwardly. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a real month of personal growth for you, group number 2. Okay. Now, we also, oh my God, okay, we've got falling in love. The thorns of roses rip open the heart only for thy petals to bleed into thy soul. Oh, so deep, these messages on these cards. Now, that's a very strong message, isn't it? You're going to be falling in love during this time. How amazing is that? Okay, so this could be you are meeting somebody brand new. You are meeting a soul connection during this time. And you know how I was saying about the purity here? Because I'm seeing you as this lady in the white, okay? And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female watching this. It's just I'm getting you being the energy of the white and them in the energy of the black, okay? And it's not that one is better than the other. It's yin and yang after all. You can't see the light without darkness. And I feel like there's somebody coming in here who is going to see your goodness, is going to see your light, your warmth, your innocence, your kindness. Okay, and I feel like they want to come in and embrace you. Now, this may be somebody you're already in a relationship with, okay? You could be re-falling in love with each other, okay? It may be new things you're doing together or spending quality time together just makes you fall in love over and over again. So again, it doesn't matter whether you are single, whether you're in a relationship, you are falling in love this December. It's so beautiful to see. Oh, and I'm starting to feel quite goosebumpy now. And I feel like you're helping this person to see their shadow side, okay? You're helping them to understand maybe their own personal flaws. And I feel like they're starting to see it because they see how pure, how sweet, how kind you are, that you always do or try to do the right thing, okay? Because again, it's like you move through the world with these innocent eyes, and I feel like they respect that, but they also have never come across that before with anybody else that they've been with. So they're going to see how special you are and how special this connection is. It's so lovely to see. And then we've got wreath. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. Now, this one did actually come through in group 1's reading, but it's definitely a different reading. This is a different group, but sometimes some of the cards can also, repeat. There can sometimes be a bit of a theme. But it makes me think of a ring, like you think about a wedding ring, it's like the symbol of unity. It's the symbol of eternity, okay? Because the circle never ends. So for some of you, you may be getting engaged, okay? I'm seeing a ring here. So this could be an engagement ring, could be a wedding ring. Maybe you're actually getting married during this time, or this might be a promise ring from somebody, okay? And it's interesting, I'm not wearing any rings today. I think it's because I was wearing my gloves in the beginning, but I couldn't actually shuffle with them very well, so I took them off. But yeah, I've always got rings on. It's always something really that I love to wear. I love to wear as jewelry, but yeah, it's just funny because I'm seeing, and I always feel like if I was wearing my own rings, I may not be as drawn to seeing them, but it's like I'm seeing my hands here covered in rings. And so I'm seeing, yeah, that you are going to receive a ring. Now, like I said, it may not be an engagement ring or a wedding ring. It could be a promise ring. It could even be outside of this love connection. Maybe you receive a ring from a family member for Christmas or from a friend, okay? So could even be like an earring as well. So you might get some jewelry or a nice belt, okay? Maybe not quite so exciting, but there's going to be quite a few different people watching this reading. So the messages are going to be different for all, of course, okay? But let's get some more information. You're definitely going to be falling in love or re-falling in love. And there is this beautiful union and cycle that is happening here in your love life. But I feel like it's going to happen after you've spent a bit of time introspecting. So you may spend the first week or so of December, looking inwards, focusing on your own personal journey, your own personal evolvement. And then you get to this point where you attract this person into your life, or that you feel ready to maybe even open up your heart. This could be a time where you confess your love for each other or how much you care about each other on this deeper level. It's really beautiful to see. Okay, then we have observe. Coming together. Oh my God. Wow, group 2. And yeah, you're group number 2 as well. We've got quite a few 2s here. 2. So, okay. I mean, maybe you're drawn to the number 2 as well. Maybe you're seeing 2s in synchronicity quite a lot during this time. But yeah, this is so amazing to see. This is you coming together in a love relationship. This is the 2 of Cups. This is reciprocal energy, reciprocal loving energy. So this isn't a situation where you're going to be questioning the other person. You're not going to be in a situationship where you feel like, do they love me? Do they care? Are they interested? None of those questions are going to be in your mind when you connect with this person. You are going to feel loved. You are going to feel appreciated. And it's the same for them. They're not going to be questioning this either with you, because you're both going to be wearing your hearts on your sleeves. You're both going to be sharing how you really feel with one another. Okay, then we've got rest and rejuvenate, okay, as well as the observe card. So, I get the sense that you might spend a lot of one-on-one time with this person, but you may be not actually going out as much. You might be spending a bit more time indoors, okay, just spending, like I said, together one-on-one. You may be... spending some time watching a lot. I'm seeing with the observe, like maybe you're going to be watching some movies together. Maybe you'll go to the cinema, okay, or you'll sit at home getting cozy under a blanket with a nice hot drink, snacks, and enjoying each other's company behind the scenes, okay? Because I feel like, I know we've got observe here, but I feel like this is you two observing each other and maybe observing things externally rather than other people observing you. I feel like, you're going to be taking some time maybe to isolate in this way, okay? Now, some of you may even go ice skating, okay? That just came through to me. Ice skating could be something that you do as an activity this month, or some sort of snow activity. But it's like, with the rest and reconsider, I feel that you may feel a bit tired, actually. I feel like you both are actually quite tired during this month. Again, maybe you've had a super busy year and this is your time to just relax. Maybe you're both taking some holiday time. And in that time, you just want to be together. You just want to be together one-on-one. You don't want all the fuss and bother of lots of different events, parties, social gatherings. Now, not to say you're not going to spend time with your family and friends at all, being the holiday season, but I feel a lot of this month of December is going to be spent together, okay? And then we have To Be Fair, which again is another relationship card. It's the energy of Libra, okay, which is all about perfect balance, harmony, and union. Now, it can represent contracts as well. So again, this could be wedding contracts. This could be you two making a promise to be together. Now, this could also be that there is a new work contract or a new home contract. So you could be even discussing moving in together, okay, signing a lease somewhere. But it does feel like there is this lovely energy of reciprocity. So like you're both going to be equally giving to this connection. It's not going to be one-sided. It's going to be completely fair in that way. Yeah, and then we've got To the Sea. So again, I really feel like there's this connection to wanting to just stay at home, okay? Not wanting to get out. I'm just not seeing a huge amount of socializing. Like I said, there may be the given types of socializing, but like during the festive season, but as a whole, I just feel like, there's going to be a lot of time spent indoors and at home, or maybe even you might go on a trip together, but it's just the two of you, okay? But I'm also seeing for you specifically, group 2, that you're going to do a lot of self-care during this month. Okay, so this might be taking nice, long, luxurious baths, face masks, lighting candles, incense, listening to soothing music, or watching your favorite movies, okay? Maybe even getting a facial or getting a massage, okay? There's a lot about beautiful self-care energy coming through. And it may even be some creativity as well. You may start to do something quite creative with your time, okay? So maybe this is something Christmas related. So you might be making your own wreath or something, okay? Or decorating your home, or maybe painting like a Christmas picture, okay? Or it doesn't even have to be Christmas related or festive season related. It could just be something that, you really enjoy, something that feels close to your heart, something that makes you happy. And then we've got community. Okay, which makes me think about a child here. So for some of you, maybe this is like you might be conceiving a child within this relationship, okay? Or some of you might even be pregnant, okay? You may already be pregnant, maybe you are. For some of you, might be welcoming in a child during this period of time. Or if you already have a child in your life, you may be spending that quality time with them as well. Because I'm definitely seeing romance here, but I also see a child. So it may be you and your partner and your child, or maybe you've been a single parent and then you come together with this romantic person as well. So you may be dividing your time between that person and your child. But for some of you may even do some sort of charity work, I'm hearing. Okay, so you may volunteer somewhere, or you may even just as you're, walking along the street, you may come across, say, a homeless person or somebody that needs your help. And so you may feel that call to help them, help somebody in need, helping people within your local community. Okay, and I know I said you may go on a trip. So for some of you, you may do. Okay, obviously the whole month of December is a long time. So you could, go on a trip somewhere far away and then spend the rest of the time in your local area. But I feel for the majority of you, or for the majority of December, you're going to be very close to home, okay? Close to home, close to family, close to your loved ones. Okay, then we've got why, okay, which is an interesting one based on everything else. So there may be something you are questioning during this period, okay? Maybe you're questioning, I wonder what you are questioning. I'm confused as to what you're questioning here. There may be things that pop up for you, like maybe even this person that comes in, maybe at first you're a little bit unsure, especially if you've been alone for a while, or maybe you question their motives if you have trust issues, okay? But for some of you, I'm getting the sense it's quite literal, like maybe you're reading a book and you're getting really, really invested in it, or maybe you're watching a Netflix series or something and you're getting really invested in that and you're wanting to seek out the answers. Okay, so definitely something that takes your interest, but it does feel like it's something quite homely, something that, like I said, you may investigate, something that is connected to reading, writing, watching, Okay, but it doesn't feel like it's anything too serious, I would say. Okay, for this whole month, yes, there's going to be some introspection, but yeah, as a whole, it feels really sweet. It feels very uplifting, feels very positive for you, group 2. So let's just see what else is coming through. Excuse me. Okay, beautiful. We've got progressions, journey. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see that as well, because I do feel that there is a relationship progression happening here. Okay, and I also feel like this is a progression to self. Like you are going through deep self transformation. And I feel like you may not even completely recognize yourself by the end of this period of time. Okay, by the end of December, you're going to look back at the beginning of December and go, whoa, so much has actually changed in such a short space of time. And like you feel so good about it. Okay, you feel so uplifted. You feel like your life is really moving forwards the way that you desire it to. And beautiful, look, we now have Aquarius, collaborate. See how we've got the 2 hands? And see how they're both working together as well. We've got multiple different hands here, which makes sense for Aquarian energy because it represents large groups of people. Okay, so even though, like I said, most of the time you're going to be spent, just one-on-one, but this might be during the actual festive period. Okay, we'll spend more time with family, with larger groups of people as well. But like I said, predominantly this feels much more homely, much more a place of solitude. It feels like it's a quiet time. But this feels like you and your person, even the number 11 here, okay, which is like one person, another person coming together. But see how they've got, they're holding this jug of water, they're pouring it into this jug. Okay, so it's like they're both working together to share the love, okay, because water also represents emotion. And so I do feel like there is going to be this beautiful sharing of emotion during this time. Okay, so again, an expression of love. So as I said, maybe it's somebody you've been dating and you finally profess your feelings to one another, or again, your relationship really and truly deepens during this time. Okay, so we've got the 6th chakra, which is in reverse. So this may be your intuition can be a little bit blocked at times, but that's okay. Our chakras, get in and out of alignment all the time. It's not a bad thing when they get out of alignment. It just means that this is the area you may need to work on. And this may actually be why you feel the need to be at home, why you feel the need to focus on self-care, okay? To spend some quiet time, some downtime with just you, yourself, and I, okay? Especially as you'll be spending a lot of one-on-one time with these other people here. Again, potentially children, potentially a long-term partner and family. So when you get your alone time, this is going to help you to rebalance that 3rd eye chakra, okay, which will help you to trust more in your intuition. Oh, wow. Then we've got the sacral chakra. Now that's upright, so that's going to be in perfect, beautiful balance throughout this month. Okay, this connects to your emotions, as I was saying. So emotionally, I feel like you're going to feel very content. You're going to feel at peace and at one with yourself. And I feel like this is also because you're connecting to the energy of water, taking these lovely long baths. Okay, and also connecting to your creative side and maybe even your sensual side. Connecting with this other person. It just feels like there's this warm, fuzzy feeling surrounding you. Now, you may have a lot going on in your head at times. You might feel quite busy up there, but that's why meditation will be excellent for you to just relax a little bit. Oh, yeah, because then we've got patience in reverse. So yeah, at the beginning, especially of the month, you may be a little bit impatient. You may be wanting something to move further forwards or move forwards more quickly. You might be a little bit more on the go. But then as the month progresses, I feel like you're going to start relaxing more and trusting in that everything will be in divine timing, okay? That you don't have to force things. You don't have to rush things. It will happen as and when it is meant for you. So this is going to be a really special December for you, Group 2. And I really hope that this resonates. If it does, please comment a green or an orange emoji or anything else you wish to share. I would love to know what you think. And if you did enjoy this reading, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, as that shows your energetic gratitude for this reading. So thank you so much in advance. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful rest of your day. Take good care. Hi, Group 3. So let's take a look at your month of December. Okay, what is going to be happening throughout the month of December for you? Let's take a look. What's going to be happening in your month of December? Okay, so we have Bear Medicine. There is no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. Ooh, okay, I'm just getting this really warm, fluffy vibe from the Bear Medicine. So you may actually wrap yourself up in something fluffy. Maybe, excuse me. Oh, maybe even has, it's funny I'm saying that because it's like almost like fluff got up my nose. It's what it felt like, this tickling in my nose as soon as I was saying it. But you may even be wearing something fluffy now. Maybe you've got a fluffy coat on, or a dressing gown, or a fluffy blanket or scarf. I don't know. But I'm definitely seeing like fur. Obviously, hopefully faux fur, but maybe this is actually animals as well. Maybe you've got some fluffy animals around you during this time, okay? You'll be spending time with these beautiful fluffy creatures. Now, of course, depending on where you live in the world, maybe you'll actually see a wild bear, okay? Like, hopefully not on your own in the woods or anything, but yeah, just I suppose you'll know how to protect yourself in the best way. But yeah, just be aware of bears around potentially. Now that's funny because we've got Wreath. Now, a lot of the time in these readings, and I know not just my own, I've seen it in other pick a card readings before, there can often be like a repeating card, okay, that comes through multiple times. And this is the repeating card of the day. It is Wreath. Let me just read it to you. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. Okay, so the circle is all about eternity because there is no end to it. So this could be a new cycle that you are beginning, but it will be very different for everybody. Okay. So let's see. Okay, we've got chills. Upon my flesh, within the bones, quivers a crawling frozen in numbness. Shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? A frozen knowing looks back at thy soul. Oh, so I was saying that about wearing fur, like wrapping up. So, and I know that may seem pretty obvious. It's winter time, so you might be a bit cold, okay? But again, it depends where you live. It may be a little bit colder than it usually is. Maybe it will actually snow where you are, okay? So you're definitely being guided to wrap up nice and warm. And as I say this, I'm actually getting really cold myself. So yeah, that's something to just take note of. Keep yourself nice and warm. Now, I'm getting this sense here, the shall I ignore or shall I bestow it? So there may be something that comes in for you that you question whether you should ignore it or whether you should move forwards. Like with the bear energy here. So, because they say as well, there's different ways depending on what type of bear it is. Like if you do come across it, like some of them you're supposed to play dead. I actually, and don't hold me to this, I'm not, I'm from the UK, we don't have bears here, and I don't know a huge amount. If I went to somewhere with bears, I would learn up about it because I'd be terrified. But from what I know, some of them, if you say you play dead, or some of them you have to just be still, some of them you have to make yourself bigger, make a lot of noise to scare them away, or I don't know. There's different ways and different techniques of dealing with them. And I don't know if you've seen that, like, on TikTok where it's like, choose the man or the bear. So I don't know. It could be that there's someone coming in and you're unsure. Do I give them a chance? Do I let the bear in? Do I trust this bear? Do I trust this person? Is this person going to hurt me, or is this person going to hurt me again? Okay, should you block them or should you move forwards with them? So yeah, I feel like there is definitely somebody coming in for you in a romantic sense, but it may be somebody that iced you out. Okay, maybe you felt left out in the cold by them before. And it may be that this is the time that they think is the best to come towards you. But you may decide that you now feel cold towards them, that you don't want to give them another chance at this very moment. So, of course, that is going to be your choice. But let's take a look. Let's get some more information here. What's going to be happening in your month of December, Group 3? What's going to be happening in your month of December? Oh, okay, there we have it. Reach out. Okay, so there is communication coming in for you during this period of time. Definitely communication. Yes, this is somebody that feels they missed the boat. They ignored you. This person, I feel like they ghosted you, okay? Or I feel like they closed out. They didn't give you any closure. They left you without an understanding of where things were going, okay? And so I feel like they're coming back, okay? They are coming back. They're coming in. They want to talk to you during this time. Now, again, it's up to you. Whatever this reading comes out with, it's up to you what you do. You may decide, I don't want to talk to you now. Okay, you've left it too long. Or you may decide, okay, I want to hear them out. I want to hear what they have to say. Okay. Ooh, and then challenging times. Yeah, it is going to be a challenge for you, Group 3. You are going to be questioning whether you should give them a chance. And I feel like you may even get a bit angry at them, actually, okay? Because you may be like, how do they have the audacity to come in during this time? Or, you know, maybe they've left it like weeks or months, maybe even years for some of you. It really could come right out of the blue. And you're like, what on earth makes you think that you could come back in at this time and I would accept you? I'm getting that kind of like, why do you feel like you have the audacity? Like you're the one that's going to be kind of up here, like on this pedestal in a way. And it's like they're coming crawling back in. They want to apologize or they want a second chance with you. But I'm also getting the sense of your friends or your family, like telling you don't do it, don't go there. Or like they're all giving you their opinions on this for some reason. So maybe, you know, you reach out and ask your friends or family for advice, okay? Or maybe this is even people online. Maybe you don't feel like sharing it with those that you love, but you look online to get some answers. And, you know, you create a Reddit thread, for example, and, you know, the answers on that are all saying, yeah, don't do it, don't go there, or, you know, they're no good, or if they did this to you before, they'll do it again. I don't know. But I feel like it will be a bit of a fight. It will be a bit of an internal battle here. Now, it could even be that you end up having a bit of a rift with this person when they come back in. You may have a bit of an argument, but that's not always such a bad thing, okay? Sometimes arguments really help to clear the air. It can actually bring couples a lot closer. So it's not something to be afraid of or to worry about. And you can see it as a positive transformation. And also, it's really good to see somebody's character when you're in the heat of an argument and to see, you know, how they behave, how they act. Do they name call you? You know, can they take accountability? You know, can they apologize and calm down, you know, afterwards? So all things to note where you can see the person's true character. Sometimes you need to see their true colors in that respect. So this might be a very positive thing for you. And then we've got new life. Okay, so this is a new opportunity here. There is a new cycle beginning. I mean, that's come through a lot today, but specifically in your reading here, this is the chance for a new life. This is you waking up to something here. Okay, like you're going to wake up and feel differently, think differently than you did at the beginning of this month. Okay, so maybe how you feel about this person or how you feel about your life in general. By the end of this month, you're going to see things very differently. You are going to have awoken, like from you've been in this very deep slumber. It's almost like it's giving me the energy of Pisces, okay, where Pisces can cause like a fog. And when there's a fog, you can't really see what's in the distance. You might be able to make out some shapes, but you can't quite see exactly what the details are. And so I feel like there's something here that's going to be revealed to you where you have a greater understanding. I also feel like you're going to get more sleep, literally, this month, okay? Especially if you've been losing sleep or struggling, or you feel like you've been a bit of an insomniac, or you've been, awake really early or asleep really late. I feel like you're going to be sleeping a lot more and getting the rest that you really need, okay, group 3? Now we also have community. Okay, so you may be spending time with your loved ones. Again, natural when we're going through, obviously, the holiday season. Naturally, you may want to spend time with your family members, with your friends, okay, the people that love you, the people that are close to you. There could also be a child involved here. You may be spending your time with a child, your child, or maybe somebody else's child. Could even be this person coming in is a single parent, for example, okay? Okay. Oh, interesting. We've got chaos and conflict. So again, we've got 2 cards about, yeah, there could even be some sort of family argument. Okay. Just something to be aware of. I definitely don't want to put any dampener on things, but I'm always going to be honest with what I'm seeing. Okay. And, the fact that you were drawn to this reading shows that, you were meant to know this in advance, maybe so you can prepare. If you know that there's potentially going to be, a bit of tension at times, you can potentially practice that you are going to be cool, calm, and collected, because you can't control what other people do around you, but you control what you do, the actions that you take. So maybe this is saying, okay, if there's any kind of tension, I'm going to take myself away from it. I'm going to sleep on it before I respond, or I'm going to react in a very cool and calm manner. So at least you feel like you are in control regardless. So you know that you're saying everything in a calm way and not in the heat of the moment. So, because I don't feel like you're going to look back with any regrets on this month, okay? I don't feel like you're going to look back and say, I wish I did this, or I did this wrong, or no, I feel like you're going to stand very strong in your convictions. You're going to be very proud of yourself. And I feel like this is also your own personal journey of transformation. Maybe you've always wanted to be cool, calm, collected in the heat of things, okay? And maybe you've struggled with that, especially if you have a bit of a fiery temper. But I feel like you're going to be able to be much, much calmer, and you're going to be able to get your point across so eloquently that it's almost like, even if you were actually in the wrong for something, it's almost like you appear to be right, because this is the thing. The person that, raises their voice the loudest, or shouts the loudest, or swears the most, or loses control is the one really that ends up appearing to lose the argument. Okay, whereas the one that appears calm and relaxed and only speaks facts, or only speaks, in a calm manner, they're the ones that always appear to win. And I feel like you, group 3, are coming out as the winner. So no matter what tensions come up in your way, you are going to overcome them with grace and with dignity. Okay, I do see you being very, very strong in that way. Okay, so again, I feel like you're going to be super proud of yourself for how you handle this, because again, it may not even be specifically arguments. This could be you have a lot of different things to do. The holiday season, for some people, it can be a relaxing time. For other people, it can be a super busy time. It might be that you've got a lot of traveling to do, a lot of presents to buy, a lot of work to do, or a lot of responsibilities. There could be a lot going on for you, and this could be you juggling lots of different things. But again, I feel like you're going to manage it all so incredibly well, okay? And you're going to keep a level head during this whole time. Okay, and then we've got Unfinished Symphony. Now, it makes sense as well, because we are in Mercury retrograde for a few weeks now. And even, I would say, I think by the end of December, we'll still be in Mercury retrograde shadow. So basically for the whole of December, it's retrograde energy, which connects to bringing people back from the past. It's a time when exes can return. Okay, so be prepared for that. I mean, that makes sense with what's come through. You definitely may have some exes try to walk their way in with their tail in between their legs. Okay, there's definitely some unfinished business coming your way. So again, it's up to you what you choose to do. You may decide to ignore it. You may decide you don't want to deal with it, and you only want new energy moving forwards. And that, of course, is all your choice, group number 3. Okay, but again, you might just be like, I want to hear what they have to say. And then you may laugh and shut the door on them, okay? Or you may decide, you know what? I'm going to let you in as it's Christmas and I'm in a good mood. You know, again, totally up to you. Just remember to use your intuition, be cautious, and maybe seek out advice before you do anything, because ultimately you're going to make your own choice anyway. But sometimes it's just hearing other people's opinions can help you, because again, when you've got the Pisces fog, it can be hard to make a decision if you can't see clearly. It's like, say if you're driving along a road and you can't see the end of it, it's really hard to drive in it. How can you drive too fast? Certainly you can't drive too fast, because you could end up going off a cliff. Okay, it's like you need to drive very slowly. You need to be able to see what's right in front of you until that fog clears. So it might be helpful to allow other people to look, you know, within and to see the situation, or to do your research, or again, wait until your mind feels more clear, or wait until this person is communicating with you in a more clear way, especially if they come in all guns blazing, or you know, for some of you, they may even come in intoxicated. Like, I feel like some of you are going to get some like kind of drunk text or a drunk call, someone that is inebriated. That could make sense with that Pisces that I was picking up here. So yeah, it may be that there's a lot connected to alcohol during this time, and people sort of letting all of the truth out, letting the cat out of the bag here, okay? But yeah, I just don't feel like it's you. I feel like you're the one that's going to be very much in control. Very demure, very secure, very, very strong. Okay, then we've got trine, sextile, and symbiosis. So which is the energy of 3. Okay, so this could be 2 different people are coming in, trying to get back together with you, or trying to reconnect. Okay, now it could be as well that you're meeting up in groups of 3. Because this also is 3 planets that are working together in beautiful harmony. So yeah, you may enjoy spending time in larger groups during this period. Okay, maybe spending some one-on-one time alone, maybe spending a little bit of time with one other person. But I'm definitely seeing quite a few different energies here. So maybe you also have different friend groups you're going to be spending time with, or different families as well that you're going to spend time with. Okay, I don't feel like you're just going to be like with just one person or just one particular family member or anything. It feels like you're kind of dipping in and out, dipping into different people, different places, different energies during this time. Okay, and I do feel you're going to notice things for you are going to feel more smooth. Things are going to flow more easily for you. Okay, even though you may see other people around you might go through some tension, might go through some stress. And not to say you're not going to have any stress, but I just feel like you're just going to be like, I don't know, everything just seems to move forwards more easily for you. Or like, again, it's the way that you handle stressful situations is going to be impeccably done. You should really be so proud of yourself for, again, your dignity, for your strength, for your courage, group 3. And then we've got Vesta, Hearth. Okay, so yeah, I really feel like this is like you having a super warm, loving heart. Okay, I feel like you're going to be very generous during this time as well. So whether that's in your gift giving, whether that's with, you know, acts of service, things you're doing for other people, maybe even your communication with others. I feel like, yeah, you're going to be very giving, very loving, very open in that way. Again, not letting everything out. I don't feel like you're going to be wearing your heart on your sleeve by any stretch. If anything, I feel like you may keep quite controlled. You might keep a lot of this to yourself, but I feel like you're still going to extend this loving touch towards other people. Okay, because maybe even you might see somebody comes in inebriated and reaches out to you, and, you know, maybe it annoys you at first, but you have this empathy for them where you're like, you know what, they must be going through a hard time. So I'm not going to, you know, give it to them too hard right now. I'm going to let them realize that they've made a mistake, or let them realize they need to apologize to me. Okay, but you are not going to be taking any falls. Okay, you may have empathy, you may have kindness, but you are so strong. Your boundaries are going to be impeccable and what's the word? Not imperceivable, impenetrable. No, that's not a word, is it? Impenetrative? No. Well, impermeable. I'm mixing up my words here. Your walls are going to be impermeable and will not be able to be penetrated if you do not want them to. Because again, you're standing so strong. You have the walls up around your castle. Okay, you may be very protective about who you let into your personal space during this time. So maybe again, people show up at your door, people want to come in, and you're very like, no, you're not allowed to go past this threshold. Okay, or maybe people are even asking you, how are you feeling about this, or what are you thinking? And you may say, you know what, I don't want to talk about this right now, or I don't want to share what I'm feeling right now. I'm here for you, I can listen to you, but yeah, I don't feel like you're going to let anybody cross your boundaries, because you are not a pushover. Okay, you are somebody that is very strong, and maybe you used to be, or you've had those tendencies in the past, but certainly not in this month of December. You are going to be very protective of your energy, protective of your heart, and protective of your home. Because even I'm seeing this here, look, he's got the sword in front of him, in front of that really crazy six-pack going on here. So yeah, I feel like this is you again being very protective, maybe even very protective about what you are consuming. You know, consuming with your food and nutrition, maybe consuming through social media or through just media itself, through TV, through movies. You might be very selective. You're definitely going to be very selective, actually, in, again, what you're doing, who you're spending time with, who you're talking to. Because maybe you went through a period of insecurity, okay? But maybe as well you're noticing some people that are insecure within themselves, and they're very wounded, and they're coming to you for help. And again, I do feel you will be able to help them, but I just don't feel like you are going to do it to the detriment of you, because you've done that enough, group 3. Okay, we've got walking away. Oh my God, look, hostilities in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're needing to gain a stronger connection to your angels. Ask your angels for protection. Okay, with this crown chakra being reversed, this can be a disconnection from, you know, your inner guidance or your outer guidance, your connection to God, or your connection to the universe. Okay, so this is just your subtle reminder that, you know, when times feel tough, ask them for guidance, ask them for protection. Because again, you are going to be very, very protective of yourself, of your energy, of your own personal safety and your autonomy. Okay, you're not going to let anybody bring you down. And I feel like you're going to be highly, highly perceptive, okay, highly intuitive. You're not, and I feel like, yeah, even with this crown chakra being reversed, I feel like you're going to be bombarded with spiritual messages. Okay, so, and I feel like this will actually cause you to hold back. Okay, you're not going to let anybody walk all over you, or you're going to wait until your intuition guides you in the right direction. You're not going to force yourself to do anything based off of somebody else's expectations. But here we've got walking away. Your heart will feel called back to the past. So just know that there is somebody here coming in that is going to tug on your heartstrings. But ultimately, again, I don't feel like it's going to, you know, pull you down from this very strong pedestal that you're on. Again, you may feel drawn to them, but ultimately I feel like you're going to make that strong decision. Even if you decide to give them a chance, you'll feel like you're doing it because you really want to do it and because you feel it's right to do it, not because you feel you have to do it, okay, or that you're desperate or insecure to do it. It's going to come from a strong place of security within you. And I also feel you're going to have the backing of other people here, friends or family. Like, they're going to be your rocks. They're going to be your strong support system as well through these times of people trying to enter back into your life. So make sure to lean on them as well as your angels during this time at group number 3. So I really do hope that this resonates with you. If it does, please comment a purple or a blue emoji or anything else you wish to share. I would love to know what you think. And if you did enjoy this reading, please give the video a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, as it really does show your gratitude and support for this energetically. So thank you so much in advance. It really helps me out a lot. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is below. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. Bye for now.